Hello and welcome back, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign in EU4. Let's wrap up Ragusa. Someone in chat wants to know if I would use Scorched Earth more often, or not Scorched Earth, if I would use... Ottoman nobles are just going on a tour of our countryside. Heading up to Burlad. Nope. Yeah, Burlad. Right. Goodbye! Ottoman peasants are in Wroclaw. Going out for a dinner meal or something, I don't know. And a hankering for some Polish sausage. That's funny. Weird. Okay, income's at 37. Treasury's at 360. I think that means they've probably taken another loan. No, they haven't. Must have had an event or something that gave them a little bit of cash. Bum, Polish sausage? What? That's a thing. Isn't I swear, isn't Poland like famous for brats? Like bratwurst? Isn't that a Polish thing originally? Here, Georgia, you're fancy. You can have like 30 ducats. I like you the mostest. You get all the fancy stuff. Oh, kielbasa. That's what I'm thinking of. I remember when I was in Poland a couple years ago, they had some really fun, good food. I really like the food over there. Okay, nitro can pay for that one. Let's go carpet siege a little bit here and here and here and here and here and here and all here. The thing is, the larger we can keep his army, and the more of his land we can occupy, the faster we can increase the rate. Like the higher the rate will be that he takes on debt and drives him into the bankruptcy. And if we can make him bankrupt, then even the Mamluks could probably beat him. So that's kind of why I'm still pushing for it. So it comes down to 33. The real risk with doing this happened the last time we did a campaign. I think it was as Isn't Kaifa. We're doing something very similar, fighting the Ottomans, trying to drive him into bankruptcy. The problem is if we make him weak and then someone else declares war on him, then they can kind of mess it up a little sometimes, which is annoying. But he doesn't really have very many enemies, so maybe we'll be okay to keep messing with him. Damascus Fort to subject, yep, thanks. Regroup those two armies together. Let's have you pick off. So you can go there. So it comes down to 30. Has he taken more loans? No. But he's got 1 ducat. 1.22 ducats in the treasury. How do you have 0.2 of a ducat, I wonder? Well, the answer is that's how many he has, so that's what's important. Man, this guy has been our leader for a long time. Finally, we've had a guy that didn't die at the young age of whatever. Income's at 33. Got 500 ducats in the bank now. But he did take that extra loan. Someone else do the math. I don't want to go through the math again, but he's getting close. Getting closer and closer. He's got control of his gold mine for the moment. That's the ticking war score, but we still can't really clear call for pizza. To clear call for pizza, what would we need? And a province that we're not allowed to demand. We'd have to lose control of forts within like an enclave or exclave or whatever they're called. It's kind of not looking easy to accomplish to me. Part of the reason why call for pizza is a thing is because if we were playing multiplayer right now, and I were doing this to a player, there's nothing they can do about it. I could just sit on them and force them into chain bankruptcies, and, you know, that's why it exists. 293 ducats. Let's see. He's at... I'm going to just snapshot his income again, because, again, I don't want to do the math on his expenses. A book already fell. Okay, so he's losing a little bit over 100 ducats a month now. And his loan size was like 500 plus, so about once every 5 or 6 months he takes out another loan. He's down to 21 ducats in income. I think we can make this happen before Call for Pizza gets too outrageous. What does chat think? Does chat concur? That makes me think of, what was that movie? Catch Me If You Can. Do you concur? Do you? Oh, why didn't I concur? Come on. Do it. Concur. You engage the glorious armies of a place? Okay, but they're hopefully small enough now that... no, that's dangerous. At least it was the leader stack that got engaged. I go to the second. Ooh, those are rebels. Yikes. That is not going to be a good fight. Either. Okay, down to 109 ducats. Means next month he'll probably take a loan. Assuming his expensive haven't changed. Oh, wow, we actually beat that stack. That's quite shocking. Income's down to 17.8. I do have pop-ups for bankruptcy disabled, so we won't even see it. He's down to 13.69 income. He's got 13 loans. I don't think I kept the calculators open, did I? Oh, actually I did. Cool. The target had been 8.9, but that was when he had 12 loans, so... We need to get his income below 9.66 right now. And he's getting close. Looks like he might get his capital back soon, though. If he gets his capital back, he's gonna get... Ooh, disease outbreak. That cost him some money. Took out another loan. 13 ducats in income. Now he's at 14 loans. Do the math one more time. Because it's fun. $10.4 ducats is the target. And he's at 13. So we need to get it below 10 point whatever, and then trigger the next loan. And the sources of his income now are still primarily taxation, so it's just occupying all this higher development stuff. If you go to Sofia, here, and Edirne, hope that Constantinople doesn't fall. Ugh, fighting those rebels is dumb. He wants peace, but I don't want peace. Actually became the defender in the mountains, so I guess it worked out. $10.19. He's below the threshold, and then we just have to get that next triggered loan. So 4 or 5 months away, he'll go bankrupt, unless he gets his capital back and gets his trade income up. Actually, I'm gonna take a moment to try turning on the bankruptcy pop-up. Just it'd be nice to see it. Let's just say... Alright, so interesting characters, it is still enabled. It's just all others. So you have to mark him as an interesting country. He is. Okay. We'll get pop-ups about it then. Does this mean that the Ottomans do not have the means to pay for their forts? They will always pay for their forts. AI always pay for their forts every month while they're at war. even if they can't afford it. 7.13 monthly income, 400 ducats in the treasury. It's the treasury that's blocking the bankruptcy now. I feel like I'm over-explaining that, but just want to be super clear. I think that we need to fight this army. I can't risk letting him get that trade value back. We're losing a lot of money because we're paying 20 ducats for the missionary. And I did take Constantinople back, which blocks us from crossing the strait. Now he's going to pick off these guys. Great. Why you do this, Ottoman? Why couldn't you just surrender? He's gonna be all like, I'm making gains. Yeah, I guess, kinda. We still control both sides of these two straits though, so we can cross over and get onto Constantinople again. We'll probably just barrage assault. His income's gonna go up quite a bit based on that trade income. Apparently we have too many Eben points. We're gonna spend some on coring soon though. Hey look, Serbians. Okay, his income is still below 10. Just 2 more months of debt and we'll probably be good. See, now he's trying to disband. This is the thing. He will get rid of troops. He sees the bankruptcy coming. Look at him deleting troops. This is illegal, by the way. If I try to delete troops, it says right here, you cannot disband a unit that is in enemy land or next to enemy armies. Yeah? Oh yeah? Well, look at this. Look at this. 19, 18, 17. How come he gets to delete troops, you know? Paradox? Look at him frantically deleting his troops. He sees the bankruptcy coming within just a couple months. He knows this is about to happen. Why fight an army when you can just make them disband it themselves? Down to 3 troops. 2. 1. This 37 stack, I don't know if he's deleting those. I actually lost control of the war goal, but call for pizza's pretty high. The plebs demand it. They want pizza badly. It is time to wrap this up. All right, let's just make sure. So yeah, he's still below the threshold, which is what's important. And because we've forced the loan values so high, his interest will hopefully just be enough to drive that last 97 ducats into the ground. Even if he keeps deleting all these armies frantically, I think that he's going to be bankrupt momentarily. 84 ducats. Oh, he broke. Seems to be having issues on Windows 10. Crashes quite often, I don't know why. I don't even understand what the error means. With things like plebs demand pizza, is that a mod? Yeah, I changed stuff. Okay, his income's in the gutter. He's down to 40 ducats. Look at him, look at him, look at him! Frantically deleting troops. Please, sir, we don't want bankruptcy. Bankruptcy, bad. No, bankruptcy's good. I think you need to go bankrupt, Mr. Ottoman. There it is. So, now you know, in case you were curious, exactly how bankruptcy calculations work and how to force them to go bankrupt. So there, he's bankrupt now. Hopefully the Mamluks and the Timurids and literally everyone will murder him, and we're good to go. So let's do our peace deal now. All right, we want gold mine. We want probably Constantinople, and if possible, we want to take forts so that he can't He can't deal with rebels because now he's bankrupt with no army. And actually, the next best thing we could do is you want. This reminds me so much of the Hizenkaifa campaign. The correct amount of bankruptcy isn't 1 bankruptcy. It's 1.5 bankruptcy. 1.5 bankruptcy is the sweet spot, because if you do 1 bankruptcy, he just purged like 20 or whatever loans worth of debt. If we take so much money that we force him into 2 bankruptcy, then that's bad too, because then he'll just chain bankruptcy, purge the debt. But if we put him at 1.5 bankruptcy, then he's got enough income to pay the interest, but a huge amount of debt that will never get cleared from bankruptcy. And so he's just economically crippled forever. That's the correct amount of bankruptcy. So if we demand peace and we take 225 war score worth of monies, that's 5 loans. We already, again, know the size of his loans based on his development. 1081 times 0.5 times the trade power, trade efficiency from tech. 5 loans. He's going to be 3,000 ducats in debt at 0.015 interest per year divided by 12. He's going to be paying 3.7 ducats a month in interest on 5 loans. That's not that big of a deal. So we'd want to do maybe like 10 to 20 loans if possible, but we already have call for pizza. So I think that we're probably just piecing out now. I like the idea of taking his capital, especially since it's over 30 dev, which you only pay for 30 war score worth of land instead of the 40. It's cheaper to core. It's as if it's only 30. We just take his like Plet of Endigar stuff. Destroys trade power, trade crossings, better of both. Yeah. I mean, if we just do like this, it's a little bit overkill, but we control completely both sides of the strait. We end up with 2 of the centers. The only other 2 centers are Sinop and Sugla. We could demand all of that. It's just, 150 aggressive expansion, no big deal. We don't necessarily need Adirn and Karasi because they don't have centers of trade. They don't have forts. This one has a strategic purpose of connecting the straits because then we can always cross even if he has naval superiority. But if we control both straits, then he can't cross either. And if he has rebels, then he'll have more difficulty dealing with them. He has transports, but it still just seems, it's just harder for the AI to deal with rebels when they don't have a land connection. It's like they derp out and just become sort of stupid. So we're already over the relationship limit. I don't really want another subject. The fort over here, there was a fort over here that annoyed me, the Yerevan fort. I want that. Let's give that to Georgia. Actually, we should probably demand it ourselves because we have the age bonus for war score cost versus other religions. So we'll demand it ourselves and give it to Georgia. That was like the only mountain fort that was super annoying. That one in Trebizond, actually. Actually, Trebizond's got that center. We demand that one instead. We're also not demanding money yet. We want to force him into that 1.5 bankruptcy spot, and we definitely want to demand war reps to force him to stay economically crippled. So I think we got to scale back these centers. Annoyingly, he does have forts on both of them though, so they're kind of perfect. They've got centers of trade and forts, and taking his forts is great. Don't take Karasi. I think we just don't take both of these. That's still not getting Trebizond. We don't really need the mountain fort, I guess. It'd just be convenient. So that's gold mine plus the strait on one side at least. Bit of Venegar, White of Venegar, whatever, gives us trade power. Also not super necessary. I guess if I had to choose between Sinop and Huad of Enegar, I would choose the Sinop because of the fort. I do want to block him. Yeah, I'd like to split him in half. I think we have to just ignore these two for now. Maybe even just let him keep this. That's 100% must have. Capitals must have, even though we're paying extra war score for it. One side of the strait's important. This province is 9 development, this one's 11. This is also grain, which gives us land force limit, which is useful. Kind of like this. Take those. 100% war ups. I guess we'll take Sugla. I think that's the deal. I like that. We get the war reps. We get the 25 war score worth of money. Macedonia to split them again. We'd have to take 2 though. And it's too much war score. I'm doing this. This is fine. 101 aggressive expansion. We're done, Ottoman. Incidentally, that also gives us colonialism, theoretically, against him, because now his capital is in a different location. That moved his capital to Kastamonu. And that means that this land is technically on a distant overseas location, so we gain colonialism, because of reasons. Colonialism CB is much less war score cost for provinces. Quite convenient. Right, well, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll see you guys in the next episode. If you're watching this on Twitch, stick around. I'll see you guys in just a moment. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you soon.